Here's a number that should stop you cold. A patient taking 2,000 milligrams of curcumin, the most studied anti-inflammatory compound on Earth, wastes 97% of it. 97%. Gone before it ever reaches a cell. The problem isn't the dose. The problem is that nobody paired it with what it needed to survive the journey. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which food and supplement combinations multiply each other's effects, backed by real studies, with real numbers, not influencer hype. I'm Lucas, from the Quantic Aether team. Chapter 1. Why dose alone is a lie. In clinical nutrition, there's a concept called synergy. It means the combined effect of two substances exceeds the sum of their individual effects, sometimes by orders of magnitude. This isn't marketing. These are peer-reviewed molecular interactions that increase bioavailability, activate complementary metabolic pathways, or provide cofactors essential for enzymatic conversion. Think of it like a key and a lock. You can have the most expensive supplement in the world, but if it's missing its cofactor, it simply cannot turn the metabolic key. A patient taking iron with coffee is blocking 80% of absorption. A patient taking high-dose vitamin D without vitamin K2 can actually calcify their arteries, the exact opposite of what they intended. These details separate protocols that work from protocols that quietly fail while you wait for results that never come. Chapter 2. Tier 1. The 4 synergies you cannot skip. Let's start with what I call the critical tier. Pairings so well documented that skipping them is malpractice-level negligence. Number 1. Vitamin C plus non-heme iron. 6 times more absorption. Hallberg and colleagues demonstrated in 1989 that 100 milligrams of vitamin C increased plant-based iron absorption by a factor of 4. At 500 milligrams, a 6-fold increase. The mechanism is elegant. Ascorbic acid reduces ferric iron to its absorbable ferrous form and wraps it in a soluble chelate complex that survives the alkaline environment of your duodenum. Without vitamin C, non-heme iron literally precipitates out of solution. Practical implementation: lentil soup with bell pepper and lemon, spinach salad with strawberries, iron supplements with orange juice. And please, separate from coffee, tea and calcium by at least 2 hours. Number 2. Piperine plus curcumin. 2,000% bioavailability increase. Schober and colleagues published this landmark human study in 1998. It's been cited over 3,000 times. 20 milligrams of piperine, the active alkaloid in black pepper, co-administered with 2 grams of curcumin, increased blood levels by 20-fold. Here's why. Curcumin undergoes rapid glucuronidation in your liver and gut wall. Phase 2 metabolism essentially tags it for excretion. Piperine inhibits the enzymes responsible, plus it stimulates thermogenesis through TRPV1 receptors, increasing blood flow to your gut. Traditional Indian cooking already knew this. Turmeric is always paired with black pepper and fat. The triple combination, curcumin, piperine, and a fat source, is the optimal stack. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, that's roughly 20 milligrams. Take it with ghee, coconut oil, or olive oil, and you've just multiplied your curcumin intake by a factor of 20. Number 3. Fat-soluble vitamins plus dietary fat, 3 to 10 times more absorption. Vitamins A, D, E, and K all require incorporation into mixed micelles, essentially soap-like structures made from bile salts and dietary fat, before they can cross your intestinal wall. Without fat, they pass right through you. Dawson, Hughes and colleagues showed in 2015 that vitamin D3 taken with a fat-containing meal produced 32% higher serum levels than the same dose taken fasting. For vitamin E, absorption jumps threefold with just 10 grams of fat and up to 10-fold with more. Beta-carotene, the plant precursor to vitamin A, absorption increases 5.5-fold when salads are dressed with full-fat dressing instead of fat-free. The minimum threshold is roughly 5 to 10 grams of fat per meal. Best delivery vehicles: MCT oil for rapid micelle formation, olive oil for lymphatic absorption, egg yolks as natural emulsifiers, avocado for fiber plus fat. Number 4. Vitamin D3 plus vitamin K2, the calcium direction protocol. Vitamin D3 increases how much calcium your gut absorbs, 2 to 5 times more, but D3 alone has no say in where that calcium ends up. Vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form, activates two critical proteins: osteocalcin, which shoves calcium into your bones and teeth, and matrix GLA protein, which prevents calcium from depositing in your arteries and soft tissues. Without K2, high-dose D3 can actually accelerate arterial calcification. The Rotterdam study followed 4,800 subjects for 7 years and found the highest K2 intake group had 57% lower risk of cardiovascular death and 26% lower all-cause mortality. Practical ratio: for every 5,000 IUs of D3, take 100 to 200 micrograms of K2 as MK7. Food sources: natto is the king at 1,100 micrograms per 100 grams, followed by aged Gouda, pasture-raised egg yolks, and grass-fed butter. Chapter 3. Tier 2. Targeted pairings for healing protocols. Now we move into important but situational synergies: bone broth collagen plus vitamin C. Shaw and colleagues showed that 15 grams of gelatin plus 50 milligrams of vitamin C taken before exercise doubled collagen synthesis in ligaments and tendons, measured by the PIN-P biomarker. Vitamin C is the essential cofactor for prolyl hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase, the enzymes that cross-link collagen into stable triple helices. This is literally the mechanism of scurvy. Collagen synthesis fails. Take your bone broth with lemon juice. Take your collagen powder in a smoothie with berries. For joint repair, time it 30 to 60 minutes before physical therapy. Fermented foods plus BPC 157. BPC 157 is a 15 amino acid gastric peptide that promotes angiogenesis and accelerates GI tract wound healing. Over 30 animal studies from Sikirik's group. Combine it with fermented foods, sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, miso, and you add probiotics competing with pathogens, short-chain fatty acids feeding colonocytes, and enzymatic pre-digestion. Add bone broth for glycine and collagen peptides. This is the triple-stacked gut healing approach, the structured water protocol. Gerald Pollack at the University of Washington documented a fourth phase of water, EZ water, with the formula H3O2, structured in hexagonal lattices adjacent to hydrophilic surfaces. It carries a negative charge and behaves differently than bulk water. The practical implementation: spring or filtered water plus a pinch of unrefined Celtic sea salt, 82 trace minerals, plus fresh lemon juice for citric acid chelation, plus optional chia seeds whose hydrophilic surfaces promote EZ water formation. Drink this first thing in the morning and use it to take your mineral supplements. Chapter 4. The hidden cost of ignoring pairing science. Many people take excellent supplements for months with no measurable results. They blame the brand. They blame the dose. They switch formulas. Meanwhile, the real problem is that they've been taking a key without its lock or fighting the absorption with their morning coffee. When Ronald, a 71-year-old patient with severe osteoarthritis and a scheduled surgery date, started systematically applying these pairing principles, his recovery trajectory shifted. The synergy protocols worked alongside his other regenerative interventions to change the calculus. Real users, like our French customer who reported feeling his chakras aligned and energy refueled after 20 minutes of device use, often describe that same moment when the protocol suddenly starts working, because the cofactors are finally in place. Chapter 5. What to do tonight with what you have. You don't need a perfect protocol tonight. You need 3 pairings implemented this week. Add lemon to your lentil soup. Add black pepper and fat to your curcumin. Take your vitamin D with your fattiest meal and add K2 to the stack. That's it. The other pairings build from this foundation. What's one supplement pairing you've personally tested? Did it actually work for you? Read the full article with all the science and references at 369atlas.com.